music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Braxton Family Values. This is season 6, episode 2. And bitch, messy. First things first, lipstick of today is a Kat Von D. The color is K-Dub. I got it from Sephora. I really do love this color. I've worn it a couple of, maybe like 2 other times on my reviews. But yeah, I really love it. I really love it. So yeah, my nail just chipped. Don't judge me, but whatever. So this episode kind of, let's just get it started. We see Trina and Tracy going baby clothes shopping because, of course, Tracy's gonna be a grandmother. So Trina's trying to help Tracy kind of feel good about being a grandmother and trying to let her see the fun part. Like, when my sister was pregnant with my nephew 12 years ago, well, yeah, forever ago, because he's 12 now, like, it was fun shopping. Like, my mom and my dad, like, bought all kinds of, like, DJ is spoiled rotten, okay? Has been since before he was born. And I think it was fun for my parents to become grandparents. So, I think it's cool that Trina's trying to help Tracy, like, kind of get into that fun grandparent spirit or whatever. And, Tracy, like, she felt like her son would need to move out because he can't be living up in her house when he, 1, having sex. Well, he was having sex before, so whatever. And 2, he got a whole baby. And I think some people feel that way too. Some parents want their child to be on their own because you got a whole other family. Some like, stay here, it's okay, I don't mind. But Tracy like, nah. Because I don't want to hear no noises coming up out that room. If he over there licking and sticking, he need to be in his own place. But I'm like, your son is like, what, 21, 22? He probably ain't got no job because she talk as if he just not ready. And I'm like, it probably means he's not mentally, emotionally, and responsibility-ish ready. So we'll see what happens with that. So they then bring up how they have not talked to Tamar since the whole thing when she walked out on the dinner with them in the last episodes. But they both do say how, regardless of that, they will continue to support her because she is in the middle of a divorce. I'm like, what? That's what you're supposed to do as sisters. We do see how Trina is suggesting that they take a party bus to Vegas because it's going to be Tony's birthday and they're going to be going to, I think it's the Soul Train Awards, and Tony is being given like some special award or whatever. We do know that Tawanda can't make it because she's still on tour with her play. And I just feel like but they're going to ride down. It's going to be Trina, Tracy, and Tamar. But I'm like, I don't want to be on a bus ride with anybody where I'm not like on the best of terms with, because it makes it really awkward. But that's your sister and y'all love each other, so we're gonna see what it's gonna be. We see a little scene with Toni at her studio, well, not her, but at the studio, a studio, and she's basically listening to a new song that she's gonna have like on her album, and it's a song with her and Birdman. I guess he was rapping on it. I don't know about that. And the label was kind of asking like, well, how many cuss words is in it? Like, what is he saying? Because when you pick a single, you have to make sure that if they play it on the radio, you don't want it to be bleeped too much to where the whole song is being bleeped. So as long as he didn't say like 30 cuss words or every other word was something they can't put on the radio, is good. So Tony is just not street smart. He had a line in there that says something like, he got something better than money, went to church and freed the birds on Sunday. I thought he was talking about drugs. Because I'm like, is it birds? Because don't they call drugs? I don't know. I was like, what is he talking about? He's talking about drugs, killing people, funeral birds, wedding birds. What are you talking about? Toni called Tamar. And Tamar say, he talking about you. She's like, I'm a bird? And she's like, no, he's saying that, You the best thing, you better than money, and he freeing birds on Sunday because at her wedding they free birds. I'm like, Lord Jesus Christ. But Birdman ended up coming there. Now look, Birdman came in and smacked her on the butt. That was the first time I said they a real ass couple. Cause Toni real chill and like Toni, it was weird. And he came in and did it as if that was normal. I'm like, Toni in a real ass relationship with Birdman. He walked in and patted her on the ass. Bruh, she really dating this man. I'm like, okay, Toni. I mean, it's still weird to me, but he tapped her ass. Cause that's his girl. I said, girl, if you like it, I love it. So, she said, let him know, like, I have to, go over the song, figure out how many cuss words you say. Like, y'all do say ho. I say nigga, I say this, I say that, because I'm keeping it real. And it's weird to see them. This is the first time I've seen them on the show, and they look like a couple. Like, still an odd couple, but a couple. And it didn't look odd as in, they ain't together for real. It looked odd like, wow, they really a couple. Okay, that's different. So, he said, I don't know what they talking. And she asked him about the line too. And he say, freeing the birds is what they do at funerals. So I'm like, because she said, is it a love song? And he said, no, I'm keeping it gangster, but you can make it a love song. Well, now that you're talking about freeing birds at funerals, no, I don't know, bro. No. And so she bring up how, well, the label is asking this and this question. They asking all these questions. It's just so much. They putting their hands in pots and stuff, and I'm just tired of it. And he said, you know what? Want me to handle it? I said, look at that. Look at that. It was so cute to see them like that. And I don't want to see, like, I wouldn't want a whole Birdman Toni reality show. Not at all. But I like to see him pop in and pop out. Pop in and pop out. She brings up how he can't make it to our show. And now I don't know if they're gonna get married in real life. Like I ain't gonna go that far and say they're gonna really be together forever, bitch. But it is what it is right now. And I think I get them they're gonna be engaged for like 2 years, and then if they don't get married by that 3rd year, they're gonna break up on the 4th year. Okay, and that's just what I think. But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna really get married. I don't know about that. But, it's cute to see them together, whatever. And when he said, you want me to handle it? She's like, no, it's okay. I got this. I can do it myself. And, she's saying how their schedules are always busy, but she understands it and he understands it too, because they're both in the industry. That is one thing that do connect people. So that's cool. And then what I do notice is she don't kiss him much on camera. She kisses his cheek and hug him or whatever. But I notice whenever he come and he leave and she always say, all right, let me walk him out. I'm like, she must kiss on him and stuff when the cameras aren't around, because it's cute, because they walked away and she was holding. It was just cute. It was really cute. Maybe they will get married. I'm not going. You can't downplay people. But I like it. It do seem different. She do seem a little bit more loose, a little bit more free, a little bit more in a better spirits or whatever, because love will do that to you. So it's cute. The party bus. Honey, they could have just rented a goddamn 2-seater from the dang on Hertz people, or a little minivan. You ain't need a goddamn party bus. Trina and Tracy on the bus. Trina then hired a stripper to surprise Tracy on the bus. I'm like, girl, he young, first of all. And even Tracy said, he young enough to be my son. But he cute, though. He did a little dance for her, did a little dance for Trina. But he had Trina like all her legs. I mean, honey, I'm like, is y'all doing it? Legs was up and open. I said, girl, Lord, Jesus, your kids gonna see this girl. Let's put some damn clothes on. We do see they go to Tamar's house to pick Tamar up. They all seem happy to see each other. Logan runs to his aunties, and ain't no better feeling, okay? Then your niece and nephew run like, auntie. It was very, very cute. But Tamar didn't let them know. Thoughts from the past, thoughts from the burp. See, I'm so sorry about that, people. Y'all know I drink my water. It's like right here. But yeah, Tamar let them know that Logan is coming, and they like, who bring a kid on a party bus to Vegas? Well, Tamar do. Tamar and her got their own nanny. They're like, girl, it's a stripper on the bus. She's like, well, y'all gotta move the stripper because, Logan's coming. So they have to go downstairs, have the stripper put his clothes on, he leave. And, Logan, Tamar, her nanny, get on the bus with Trina and Tracy. Tamar like, oh, the bus so dirty. She's trying to clean it off. At that point, it got boring. In my personal thought process of it. Who brings the baby on the time? Screw whatever. They do kind of ask her how she doing about the divorce or whatever, and she just says she doing okay. That is still stressful. Of course, that's girl. Welcome to real life. So nothing major really happened from that. But I'm like, Tamar don't seem herself. Tamar seems very closed off. And like she don't like we get no like there's no confessionals of her talking, and she does not. You can tell one or two things happen. One, she just did not want to be around anyone going through her divorce. That's one. Or two, she was just pissed at her family for different reasons. Okay, because I'm like it just is not the same Tamar. And the funny part about it is on Tamar and Vince show, even though they was going through their issues, fussing and fighting, arguing or whatever, she was still Tamar. She don't seem Tamar on here on Braxton. She just doesn't. And it's some bullshit afoot in the water, but it is what it is. Honey, Mama Braxton. Mama Braxton and the family lawyer, Aunt Tavius. I'm like, Aunt Tavius, Lord Jesus. She's going to speak at a event, and it's a breast cancer event. And she said she's going to speak about breast cancer and domestic abuse. And I said, okay. She get there and she in a car ride. She was saying, it's so crazy that I'm able to help, other people, but I can't help my own. And saying, I know the signs of domestic abuse when I see them. So Mama Braxton dropping hints. Okay, she dropping shit all up and through these clips. She just dropping little stuff. And so it begins. So, at the event, it looks to be a breast cancer event. It really does. You see all the pink balloons. Pink is for breast cancer awareness, for fighting breast cancer. I believe purple is the color for domestic violence awareness. I didn't see much purple in there. I seen a lot of pink. So I'm under the impression this event was a breast cancer event. That's my understanding. Because you see all the people in the audience are in pink. Okay. So she get there and she says a little bit about breast cancer and about being a survivor, having to fight for your life or whatever. And then she brings up, but you also know, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's also Domestic Violence Month. I say, is they in the same month? Okay. I can't remember, but it's okay. And she said, we're going to talk about, beating both of them and, fighting for your life. But it seemed like, at least what they showed, I know they cut and paste a lot. It seemed like she was fully talking about domestic violence and being able to get out of it and that's what she was speaking of. And I feel like, did she go off kilter and speak on a different subject? And my question to y'all is, and put your comments in the comment section below. Should a person who was at a fight breast cancer event start speaking about fighting domestic violence? Like, are you supposed to mix and match the two? It's how they say you wouldn't go to an AIDS event and speak up about breast cancer because it's two different fights. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I was confused. I'm looking like I just didn't think it was an event for both. It looked to me like it was an event for breast cancer. So for me, if I was there, I would have been like, why is she talking about domestic violence? Like, you don't get cancer from being beat. It would have been weird to me. Like, what is she talking about? Like, can we stick on a topic? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just two different things. But it is what it is. The next scene we see, Tracy comes to Trina room in Vegas. She's like, girl, did you see mommy on TMZ? She was on TMZ telling all the business about Tamar and Vince and their volatile relationship. And what stuck out to me was, Trina then says they've had that type of relationship for years. And she's saying, how mommy say, when you fed up with something, some of you fed up, you do whatever. But she said she felt like mommy was doing what she thought she had to do for this point in time because mommy is sick and tired of things. And the part that I noticed the most, neither Tracy or Trina denied shit. Neither one of them said, well, I don't know what's going on with them. Neither one of them said anything to deny what Mama Evelyn said. And if we had any question about why we kind of sort of haven't seen Tamar with her mom recently, with her sisters recently, as much as we have in the past, I'm pretty sure this is why. I'm pretty sure this started a whole bunch of shit within the family, as it would with any family. Husband and wives have situations, and husband and wives at times don't include everyone in their situations. As Trina said, as Tracy said, not all marriages are perfect. You do, every marriage has issues, and I feel like whatever was going on with Tamar and Vince, they didn't have it out to the public. And I also feel like, how bad was it? Because the family still treated Vince great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never saw any kind. Usually, when somebody beating your family member, you know they beating your family member, you beefed out with them. Like, you not really cool with them like that. Like, you see them like, all right, whatever, hey, but you ain't coming to events and shit like that. Your beating ass husband can't come. He needs to sit in the car. Him outside. You know what I'm saying? He can't come. It's weird for me to be like, we never saw any inkling of anyone being protective of Tamar to get her away from Vince. The most they kept saying before was they like Velcro, they're always together. I never got any sense of Vince was beating Tamar. So to see Mama Evelyn say, he need to keep his hands off my daughter, insinuating that he beats her, and then to see Tracy and Trina not deny it, but say they've had this volatile relationship forever, we've known it for years, I'm like, well, damn. That's just weird for me. Because I'm like, if I know my sister man beating her ass, me and him ain't cool. And whenever I see you, we arguing about it. So we wouldn't even be able to be on reality TV because it's going to come out, because we gonna be talking about it. Okay, bruh? That's my sister. And it's just weird. Usually it's a thing of a person is being beaten and no one knows. No one knew when I was dating this guy, when I was between the ages of 17 and like 22, that he was abusive. Now, he wasn't beating my ass every day, but we would have fights, okay? And he would, and whatever. That'd be a whole other story time. But, no one knew it. Because had they known it, my mom, my daddy would have beat the nigga ass. But, so it's weird to be like, they knew stuff was going on and like nothing kind of happened with it. But again, when someone does not want you to be involved, they will deny, or they will refuse your help, and eventually you just leave it alone and you just like, it is what it is. So that whole thing is crazy. So we then see Toni seeing the news too while she's on the phone with Tawanda, and she said she felt like mommy was desperate to help Tamar, so she said things out loud because she was just so desperate to, help Tamar in any way she could. And Tawanda, I call her Umba too, because they call her Umba all the time. They rarely call her Tawanda. She said, she feels horrible that she isn't in Vegas to support Toni at her event, but she's happy she isn't there to avoid all the mess that happened, because it all happened the same weekend. Mommy talking to TMZ. The news coming out, so it was a whole bunch of mess or whatever. So we then see mommy get to Vegas, and she's talking to Tracy and Trina. These names, all these damn T's. And they asked her, like, well, what happened? What did you do? And she said, I was at the airport. The TMZ guy came up and asked me a question. He asked me a question and I gave a response. And it came out. I just said it and it came out. And I'm like, okay. She said that she had been pleading for Tamar and Vince to get counseling for a while, and, nothing really happened about it. And so when TMZ asked her the question, she said what was her honest opinion. They asked me my question. I gave them my answer. And, she said after the fact, she did text Tamar, and she's like, Tamar hasn't responded. We then see Trina say, well, if Tamar going to ignore, and not talk to mommy to protect Vince, I'm gonna be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? At that point, I'm gonna wash my hands of the situation. And she was saying how people know the truth. So for her to act like it's not true was crazy. You know, Tracy saying how she tried to call Tamar. It seems that the number they have Tamar is now disconnected. And Mama E was saying how, you know, I don't care if they get divorced or if they stay together as long as they get some help. And I feel like I don't know if Tamar gonna be back on this season, or if she do, what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, Tamar hasn't even promoted the show at all. Like, if you go to Tamar's on her IG, and her Twitter, she has not promoted the show at all. Nada, nothing, zilch, zero. Meaning she don't even give a fuck if people watch the show. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And I think the reason is because she not really on it much, and she's pissed off about how it is portrayed like Vince is beating Tamar not admitting to it. She's a battered woman, and her family is just basically telling this secret of hers. And I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. I'm not saying whether it's true or it's false. What I do know is, if my sister was going through something and my sister didn't want it out in the public, I would not put it out to the public. That would be a private family argument. Like, I would not go and bring it up in public. Like, y'all will never, as much as I'm gonna be on YouTube or whatever, y'all will never ever hear about any real issues going on in my personal life, because I would never put any of that out, because you have to keep something for yourself. You don't want people to be too involved in your current, you know, in your present. Like, I'll do my story down about stuff I went through in the past, and that's all stuff about me. But I feel for Tamar in a way of, my mother and my sisters are telling my truth or my lies, whichever one however you look at it, whether you believe he did it or he didn't. How fair is it that Tamar wasn't the one to speak her truth? And then the thing about it is, if she deny it, everyone's going to look at her like she's lying because she's a battered woman. So either way it go, I feel like she maybe feels like they put her in a bad situation to where she has to either acknowledge her child's father is abusive, and she has to be, you know, an abuse victim, an abuse survivor, or she like they lying, and then it looks like somebody's lying and somebody's up to some bullshit and some fuckery. So I feel like that's probably the reason she's so pissed. It's because y'all spoke on my personal situation that wasn't out there. Like, even if it's rumors, when someone has a rumor and your family kind of makes the rumor more true, you pissed, because the rumor is a rumor. All we heard supposedly in that room, he bit her finger. It's a rumor. No one ever, it was a rumor. You know, whatever. No one's whatever. But when your mama and your sisters is saying little things, and now they on TV and they not denying anything, it makes it seem more and more true, which makes you look more and more like the bad person by defending and staying with this man who's abusing you. And either way it goes, someone is lying. And who lying? And my mama outed me. I would feel a certain kind of way too. So, you know, it's just crazy. We then see Michael Sr. and Jr., so Tamar and them daddy and their brother, who gets to Vegas too, because of course this is a big thing that's supposedly for Toni. And Tamar is supposedly in Vegas with Logan. Of course they all drove up, but she ain't talking to them. You know, we do see the sisters meet up with her, and you know, Trina then shows dad and brother the video of Mama Evelyn talking. And, you know, he like, Daddy Braxton seems surprised. And he like, you know, well, I've only heard rumors, you know, what's going on. And Trina kind of get mad, like, well, Daddy, you had a conversation with Tamar and Vince about it before. And, you know, Trina is pushing the fact that these rumors, that rumors don't stick around for us. Like, a rumor doesn't keep coming around over and over and over and over and over. There can never be all these allegations over and over and over if they're not true. So Trina is fully pushing, like, y'all know he put his hands on that girl, and that's why for years and years and years they've been these rumors. So Trina is 100% like, y'all can be fake or whatever, but Trina's being careful to not say it. She's being careful not to say, y'all know he beat her. What she keeps saying is, y'all have heard these rumors. You see what Mommy said. We all know stuff has happened, but she's not clearly saying it, because if she say it, I mean, you just hope your sister won't sue you, but you never know. And he says, Daddy Braxton, I've never witnessed Vince hit Tamar. I had a conversation with them at one point. I asked him what was going on. He said nothing. I asked her. She said, it ain't nothing going on, Daddy. I promise, or whatever. And if it was, she probably wouldn't say anything. But at the same time, you can only ask someone the question, and you have to take them at face. I asked an ex of mine who I swear I think he broke in my house. Okay, that would be a story time too. And I asked him years later when we reconnected on Facebook. He sent me a message on Facebook to apologize from other stuff. And I said, I need to ask you a question. Did you do A, B, and C? I think you did A, B, and C, and I want to know flat out if you did it. I won't be mad either way, but I want to know from my own recollection. He gave me his answer, and I said, okay, I have to accept your response because I asked you the question. You can't ask someone a question and they give you an answer. If you don't have any proof, 100% proof that they did it, you can't then still keep accusing them. You have to all right, I asked him a question, it was what it was, and move the fuck on. And Daddy Braxton basically said, I asked her, I talked to them in their face, and they both said nothing was going on, so I didn't know anything. But he said, because had I known he was putting his hands on my daughter, it would have been some shit. Because that's back in the day. If you touch my daughter, you get your hands laid on you. So he said how he just did not know. Trina then bring up, the allegation of him biting her finger. That didn't come from nowhere. Again, Trina's pushing this issue to the max. Tracy kind of quiet. Tracy not saying much, and neither is the brother, Michael Jr. Daddy Braxton said, I asked Tamar after the finger bite thing to see her hand, and she said, ain't no mark on my hand. Now, he don't say if she showed him. He just said, she said, ain't no mark on my finger. But I'm guessing he looked at the finger and it wasn't there. I don't know. He didn't say much. Tracy said how, we can't save someone who don't want to be saved. So as far as I'm concerned, if she not accepting any help and she's not saying to me, sister, I need help in this situation, I can't do anything, which is kind of true. And that's the sad part about domestic violence situation. Trina at this point is pissed off. She's crying. She's upset. She's like, after this conversation, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I can't keep fighting for someone who doesn't want to fight back. She doesn't want to fight. I'm just done. I'm over it. I'm done. I think Trina is so, I don't know. She's so emotional about it because it's her sister, but it almost seemed like you're pushing an issue that Tamar isn't even pushing. As far as we know, currently she's safe. Currently her and Vince aren't supposedly together, but they still are. And it's her life to live. And you can't, sometimes if you press the issue too hard, the person will alienate you from them. So you don't want to press the situation so hard that you are pushed away from the person so that when they need your help, you too far away to even assist them. All you can do is keep a watchful eye and look out for any iota of I need your help. Whether it's a thing where your sister called you at 5 a.m. and she crying and she just says, can you come get me? Okay, I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? You have to sometimes, but you have to be in a good enough space to where they trust you to do that. And if she feels like everything that happens, they gonna tell it and she don't want it being told yet, she not gonna trust nobody to call them for help. So, and that's how the episode went off with Trina saying she done, she washed her hands of it, she's tired of it after this conversation because everyone else is like not really trying to say Vince beat her ass and we know he hitting her in some kind of way or whatever. And I'm like, this is a heavy episode. I think the season is going to be crazy because it's going to be dealing with the aftermath of all of this. Because as we know, the sisters was on, I think, TMZ recently saying stuff. So, we have to see where it goes from here. But, that's the whole episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Put your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to also hit the little notification bell. And other than that, I'm Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Peace.